Kellen Mond has thrown 2 interceptions, each time playing well after the mistakes. That's A&M's only turnovers in 395 offensive plays this season. The team's 2 fumbles came on punt returns by All-American Christian Kirk. A&M, which ranks 15th in the nation in turnovers, will have to continue doing a good job of protecting the football Saturday as a 26.5-point underdog to top-ranked Alabama. The Crimson Tide average 508.6 yards of offense per game, which ranks 14th nationally, and allows only 249 yards, 6th nationally. And Alabama doesn't beat itself. The Crimson Tide have no turnovers in 354 offensive snaps. Alabama quarterback Jalen Hurts, who started as a true freshman last season, has thrown for 747 yards and 6 touchdowns, completing 64% of his passes. Hurts, who played at Channelview and was recruited by A&M, also is the team's leading rusher with 461 yards and 4 touchdowns on 55 carries. He does a great job of taking care of the ball, A&M head coach Kevin Sumlin said. He's efficient at what he does. Mond had a shaky game against Nicholls State when senior Jake Hubenak took over the last 2 scoring drives in the 24-14 victory, but the Aggies' young quarterback has taken even snap in the last 3 games, including Southeastern Conference victories over Arkansas and South Carolina. He accounted for 325 total yards against Arkansas and 254 yards against South Carolina. A&M has done a really good job of throwing things that Mond can do, and he does a really good job of it, Alabama coach Nick Saban said. He's been very productive in the passing game when they've asked him to do it. They do a lot of quarterback runs, and he's done a good job of complementing the 3 good running backs they have. Mond, who took over when redshirt freshman quarterback Nick Starkel suffered a season-ending foot injury in the opener, has thrown for 808 yards and 6 touchdowns. He's also rushed for 252 yards and a touchdown on 51 carries. Alabama, 5-0-2-0, though, will be the first-ranked team the Aggies, 4-1-2-0, have played this season. Mond is one of 29 freshmen along with a few sophomores and juniors who will be playing Alabama for the first time. That's a tough challenge. Last year with a more veteran group, the 6th-ranked Aggies lost to the Crimson Tide 33-14. A&M battled back from a 13-0 deficit to take a 14-13 lead and was in position in the 3rd quarter to possibly score more points, but a roughing the passer penalty kept alive an Alabama drive that ended in a touchdown. A&M quarterback Trevor Knight and running back Keith Ford then had trouble on a handoff as Alabama's Ryan Anderson made the hit on Ford to force a fumble that All-American Jonathan Allen scooped up and returned 30 yards for a touchdown. Ford said the Aggies will need to execute better this time around. They're very disciplined, they're very sound, Ford said, adding that it doesn't matter if Alabama's 2nd or even 3rd-string defensive line is in the game. They are so disciplined, and they execute well. A&M has run the ball well this season with Ford, 57 carries, 302 yards, Travion Williams, 66-384, and Kendall Bussey, 36-218, sharing the carries. Our running backs and offensive line have played very well at times, Sumlin said. Alabama will be a huge test for A&M's ground game. The Crimson Tide has the nation's 2nd-ranked run defense, allowing only 73.8 rushing yards per game. We better be able to block them, Sumlin said. People have had a really difficult time of doing that over the last 5 weeks. Last year, A&M managed 114 yards rushing against Alabama, including 62 by Ford.